104.1 KRBE.
If you know the 3-digit extension of the...
All right, let's hit it.
Now time for Rule and Ryan's prank call.
All right, Special K, I love this series. It all started because somebody decided not to pay a bill, and they gave your phone number as the number to reach
I don't
them.
think they knew it was Kevin's phone number, but it's just a phone number, and this is the saga of the Chaise Lounge that has not been paid for, correct?
Yeah, exactly. And now today we're going to start off when I hit record, because I have to hit record mid-conversation. So it's picking up with, oh boy, telling me how much I owe him. And this is kind of an exercise in, just running him around, just like nonsense, we'll say. How much BS can I throw at him before he gets upset with me, or will he be tickled?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, God.
All right. So let's start this off. This is how much I'm owing on my Ryan Chaise Lounge that I bought from the furniture store.
A month of $435.35. 45 cents, rather. Yeah, we just wanted to know what could be done to make arrangements to bring this current miss.
I know. This is the 17th time you've called me.
17th, oh my.
Yeah. My daughter, she took my credit card and bought a whole bunch of things. And, I think it was a Ryan Chaise Lounge. And come to find out, it's POS, and I'm sitting in it right now.
So then you don't have an active card then?
Oh no, I'm very active. I'm active on the app and in my community, and I've got a young man that comes by at least once a week to clean my cobwebs.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Do you think you have a payment method that would be current miss?
I'd have to look.
I do see actually that you have another one that's past due a similar amount. Well, half. It's $196.
Oh, Jesus. My daughter, she went to the store and she bought a whole bunch of stuff from you, and now she's sitting on it and looking at me.
What do you think would be the best way to bring this account current then? We're trying to get it at least comfortably up to date before the next payment comes due, before this snowballs.
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm definitely comfortable in my new Ryan Chaise Lounge. Like I mentioned, a little rough around the edge, but, when you get comfortable in it, it's quite nice. And one time, I was sitting here watching The Price is Right, and, they're giving it away at the Showcase Showdown this morning. I thought I'd be keen to have a nice RV, and then I wouldn't need a Ryan Chaise Lounge anymore because I have a recreation vehicle and whatnot. Have you ever been in an RV, young man?
Have I ever been in an RV, miss?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've been in an RV a couple of times.
All right. Well, you know how wonderful it is to tour the United States of Texas. Because I don't leave Texas. If there ain't no Buc-ee's, I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
where are you at, young man?
Oh, we're located in Arizona.
Well, you're calling me
Similar.
from Houston. You're calling me from a Houston, Texas phone number, and so now I feel bamboozled.
That's odd. Yeah, I don't know how they generate the phone numbers, but we're definitely in Arizona.
No, sir. You mentioned it's recorded. It's a recorded line. Now,
Yes,
may I please have the recordings of my daughter, who you called many times? I want to hear what that little wimp said.
Oh, my gosh.
I can't do that myself. I can't actually listen to any of the recordings for sure. You have to be like a lead or a manager.
You seem like a leader to me. You seem like a stand-up seller. You seem like you're running. You seem like you're running over there. I'm gonna have a Newport. All right, what were you calling about?
We were just trying to see what arrangements could be made to bring your account current, miss.
You saw the call was recorded. I'd love to hear my voice. If you play me back again, I can't remember what I said earlier. I have had some snacks.
So what's causing you to fall behind you?
Some snacks?
Yeah, and snaps. You have a beautiful voice. Has anyone ever told you that?
I don't believe so, man.
You sound like the most handsome young man I've ever spoken to. Would you like to come from Arizona and hang out with me on the RV? We could go around and collect all that money you want from me. Just, hitting up regular citizens, doing it. Perhaps we could do a little vaudeville show or something like that. You and me do a little dance.
That sounds fun.
Yes, sir. You seem tickled. You seem like a sweet young man. I feel so bad for taking up all your time today. I really do love you. I'd love to give you a hug and wish you a happy holiday. I don't know what holiday it is, but I'm always celebrating. Woohoo!
Oh, me too, miss. I feel like that's a great way to live.
All right. Hey, you call me tomorrow and try to get that money. We'll have another conversation just like it.
All right, miss, we'll do.
I love you, young man. Thank you so much.
I love you too, miss.
That was the sweetest thing anyone's ever said to me. Oh, my God, I got to go to the restroom.
You're used to them hanging up on you.
That guy was loving that conversation.
It's just the
He's so
digression.
funny.
I loved
Have
it.
you been in an RV?
They're the first time they've laughed with me.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God,
know,
that was
so nice.
awesome. You know that guy was talking about that later at dinner.
Yes.
Oh man, I talked to this old lady today. She
came on
wants to
to
go
me.
to RV. She's in love with me now.
That guy, I feel like I'd pay him. He seemed nice.
Yeah.
Other people, they seem like forceful.
And
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
they take these calls and they put them in front of management so they can listen to how they can do better on the next time.
Their skills.
So
You hear him laughing.
they have about
was sweet.
13 of my BS calls that they're listening to, probably in a conference room. I am tickled, and I hope that they are chuckling up in that conference
Well,
room.
there's that
too.
one guy who was like, "I've seen how many times we've called you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I've seen how many times. I've seen all the things that you've said." And
all
that one was
nonsense.
just like being so
There's a
snappy
guy
with
on
you.
TikTok that has this, Kev. You should be doing what he's doing. He's
Okay.
got some program, so he keeps getting these calls sent to his computer.
Oh, nice.
And people are typing in stuff for him to say, and he's just doing voices and stuff.
Oh, wow.
I'll find him next time I'm on his algorithm.
Well,
Like, it's from
I
you.
would tell you to go to KRBE.com and get in line for a prank call, but it sounds like Eloise Penny Baker's got it just fine from here. She's driving. Closure.
They were in your life, and then all of a sudden they weren't, and you're scratching your head wondering, what happened? Why are they gone? What did I do?
Yeah, where'd they go to? KRBE.com is where you want to go. Eric is going to get connected with you and help you find this out. And real quick, I got to give a shout out to my minis, my little ones that are on the way to school because mommy is back in studio today, baby. Houston, I'm back in studio today. I'm not
Finally.
broadcasting from home anymore. And my husband just texted me. He goes, the kids are really missing not being able to come give you a hug before you go. So y'all have a great day at school, sweeties. I love you so much. Mommy's back, baby.
And then on Monday, they can hear you in the mystery box.
Oh,
They
yeah.
wake up for a couple
Monday
of
the
those.
Mommy
mystery
dodged
box.
the mystery box several times because don't forget.
because I chose to have my ankle broken into and
but
bolted together.
You
Yeah,
got
dodged.
picked. You got picked to be in the mystery box when we were doing rapid fire, which, by the way, 8:00 this morning, brand new rapid fire.
Yeah. So I'm back in studio. Very nice. It's nice to see everybody in person. And
to have you
let's-
back.
We're happy you're here.
I know. It's very nice. We're all together. One little happy family again. Let's get to today's closure. I know Rachel is standing by. Let's find out more about her story. Good morning, Rachel.
Good morning. Hi, how are you?
We're doing fine. So, Rachel, who is it you're trying to get closure from?
Wallace. I was dating Wallace for a year and I haven't heard from him, which I can't believe.
Well, a year, and you need closure for
Yeah.
somebody ghosted you after a year? Well, take us through it. What was
Yeah.
the last interaction? Was it a date? Was it a sleepover? You know, what was the last time you spoke to him?
Sure. Well, it was a month ago. He did get a new job and had moved up north, Ohio, actually. And when he was leaving and he got the job, we were like, what are we going to do? And he reassured me. He was like, hey, look, I see a proposal in our future. Let me get settled in this job and then we'll figure it out from there.
So there was no communication then after he moved?
I get a few texts for a couple days. I've reached out to him on social media. I knew the company's name, so I called there. And he actually apparently left the company within a week.
So he goes up north for a job. He's there and he
Yeah.
quits that company after a week. Why didn't you just come back to Houston?
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, what is going on?
Rachel, just real quick before we have Wallace join us, were you guys by any chance having any kind of like distance issues before the job came up and he moved? Or like, were y'all having any issues? Or was it super solid tight? Yes, we're locked in. We want to be together. And then, oh, he has to move.
Yeah, it was super tight. We love each other. We see a proposal. We see a future together. And then.
That's really crappy if a guy says he's going to pop the question and he just ghosts.
Well, let's find out why. Wallace, thanks for joining us this morning. Welcome to the Rule and Ryan Show.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, Wallace, I mean, you got to give her some answers. What happened, man? You guys are together a year. You tell her you're going to marry her, and then you just disappear?
Yeah, you heard all that.
Yeah. No, I heard all that, and I feel awful about it. I really do. In all honesty, when I went up to my job in Ohio for the first week, I was working with a client. And things were going really well with that client to the point where that client appreciated my work, appreciated talking to me, and then offered me a job. So I ended up quitting the job that I went up here for in the first place and ended up working with my client. And sparks were kind of flying really fast with the client that now I'm with her. I'm dating her now.
What?
Huh? And you couldn't tell your pre-fiance this?
I couldn't. It felt
What do you
awful.
mean you couldn't? We were together for a year. You couldn't have the decency to let me know?
I'm really sorry. It's not the best way to handle it. I know. I
It's
apologize.
not the best way. It's the worst way.
Yeah, you didn't handle it at all, dude. You just went away like a coward.
I just
Right.
need a little reality check. So, Wallace, you thought that it was better to tell her with us on the phone on our show with an audience versus just calling her and telling her this privately yourself?
I haven't been trying to contact her. I've been running away from it for so long. And then being on the radio today and listening to you guys, it just made me realize, okay, what I've been doing hasn't been working. It's actually been making the situation worse. So I just decided to come clean today.
You wasted not only a year of my life, but an additional month.
I didn't know what to say or what to do because it just happened.
What is this woman's name? I want to know.
I'm not going to put her information out there like that.
You can't even give me the decency of knowing who this other woman is?
I'm not going to publicly put her information out there like that.
And plus, how's it going to help you anyway, Rachel, to know? They're not even in this state. It's not like you're going to go chase her down. You got to...
Yeah, but still, I would like to look at him and go, that's who you picked over me. Well, whatever. Loser.
Listen, Eric, you, okay? Like, I'm not a loser. I was invited onto this show. I don't need to take this.
Back up, Wallace. You, because you're the one that's being a jerk.
Guess what? When people start an affair and they are leaving somebody and they start an affair with that person, that relationship fails 80% of the time within 2 years. So it's not going to be happily ever after for you.
All right, well, thank you for your statistics. I feel like I'm being attacked here. And I know...
Yes,
I
you
know
deserve that.
Hey, let me talk. Okay, you brought me on this show. Let me
you
talk. All right?
You've been gone for a month not talking. I don't think it matters if you talk now or...
You guys are full of This is ridiculous. You're trying to make me out.
All right, there. Wallace is gone.
Wow.
Okay, obviously he wanted to not even contact you at all that he found that new girl.
Yet he also wants the last word.
I mean, what kind of answer did you think we were going to get today, though, from him?
I was not expecting that. I was expecting some sort of like emergency or...
Maybe you got cold feet.
Unfortunately, I was thinking the other way. I've been doing this show for too long with you guys.
You immediately
All the
kind of
negative
suspected
stuff.
it was cheating.
Yeah, because why wouldn't you come back?
Yeah, exactly.
You're there 1 week. We can all do better as humans.
Yeah, we're just cowardly.
Especially if you left somebody hanging like that to move to a new state for a new job and you leave them with the promise of, let's talk about our future together. And
He
see
baited
how
her,
it works
Rula.
out.
He said, hey, a proposal's coming in the future.
You know why he did that? It's like sometimes military guys will get engaged
So
before
she won't be with anybody else, I bet.
Yeah.
Well, Rachel, look, I'm really sorry that your 1 year long relationship came to an end because he moved and now he's met someone new at the job he doesn't even have anymore. I'm just glad he didn't move you, Rachel. Imagine that. We've had people call our show that moved to Houston for a relationship. And upon getting here, the person that cheated on them and dumped them in our town alone, no contacts, no one, had to just figure out a life of their own or move back to where they came from.
Oh, God. Yeah, at least I didn't move to Ohio.
Well, look, you dodged a bullet in many ways.
Yes, it seems that way.
Well, thank you for reaching out to our show. We appreciate you listening to our show, and thanks for coming to us for some help. We wish you the best of luck with whatever's next.
Thank you. I appreciate that. This is devastating.
I'm so sorry.
Man. Well, listen, we're going to maybe we'll catch up with her and see what comes of that. You think that guy will ever call her again?
No, he's not going to call.
No, there's no way.
He's not going to call.
I've never met a Wallace before.
I know, Wallace.
I had a boss
That's
named
really
Wallace when I was like 18 and I worked in a video store.
Never William
Remember
Wallace.
those things?
Walter William, but not a Wallace. The only Wallace I know is the one I've watched The Crown
Mel
too much.
Gibson?
Have you watched The Crown, Kev? On The Crown, they talk about the abdication of King Edward because that's how Queen Elizabeth's father became the king.
Wallace.
For Wallace Simpson. She's a divorcee,
Maybe it's an old English name.
an American divorcee. No,
But wait,
she was an American.
But in Braveheart, wasn't Mel
Wallace Simpson's
Gibson's
William
Wallace? Yeah.
I never saw Braveheart. Shocking enough.
You never saw Braveheart?
Yeah, I know. Isn't that terrible?
That's my Shawshank. Whenever it's on,
I say terrible because it's weird that that's such a famous movie I've never seen.
No, Mel Gibson's not a very good person.
Yeah, but that's every time it's on, you'll watch it no matter what.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Really?
It's good. I wouldn't put it in Shawshank category.
Why not?
Shawshank is like I'm just immediately I drop what I'm doing to watch.
Shawshank's good, but Braveheart's got action.
Why do men like jail stuff so much?
I don't know. It's
You guys
because we
like
have such
jail
a
stuff.
fear of it.
Ryan likes naked dudes.
No, I do not.
You always talk about Oz and all these things.
I think it's just because it's terrifying. It's where you don't want to end up.
It's straight dudes. I don't think gay boys like to watch
Jail stuff.
Yeah, instead
jail
of asking about the guys think about the Roman Empire as the guys
That's
talking
how
about
you think about jail.
Yeah,
Because they're mortified of ending
good
up
question.
there.
That's what I'm saying.
Because there was some repeat of a show I was watching the other day. Maybe it was a Seinfeld repeat on Netflix. I don't know what I was watching, but it was a repeat definitely. And the two male characters said that about fascinated by jail. I think it was Seinfeld and George Costanza in the diner talking about how they're fascinated by jail stuff.
My TikTok algorithm, and there's this young guy. He was like 19, and he had to go to jail because he was doing something with his computers. He's at his parents' house, and so now he interviews people that were in jail, and they tell the stories like the first day how they had to get in a fight and go.
Oh, I'll
take
tell
on-
you.
like they said,
You
don't
got
back
to
down.
stand your ground.
Like they
You're
said,
going to be tough or not tough.
but they said like you go into your cell, and all of a sudden you see stuff on the bed, like gifts. Don't take them because
There's gifts under your bed
like
in jail?
cigarettes, so they'll give you things.
Oh,
and then
okay.
you owe them. So they're like, don't take anything from anybody. You gotta like.
If you want to watch a
It's crazy the
really
stuff that they
good
have to deal
show
with.
on Netflix, it's called Inside the World's Deadliest Prisons, where this guy
See,
was
jail stuff. I would
See?
never watch
no,
that
but this
show.
guy
I would never watch
he
that
did 10
show.
years in one of the toughest prisons, and they found out that he didn't commit the crime. So now he hosts this, and he'll go
It's like
in
4 seasons at least.
yeah, and he'll go to different countries inside the world's deadliest prison and spend a week in that jail.
With no like he's got no security with him.
Yeah,
His cameraman, but
it's scary. It's really
I feel
interesting.
bad for the
though.
cameraman. He's got to do the same stuff, but no one knows him.
Yeah, right.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Behind the scene guy, you can still get
Man,
shanked.
I'm stuck in this jail too. I'm just operating the camera.
Yeah. A lot of times I think he has his own camera maybe with him. I can't remember.
Like that show Alone,
Oh, yeah.
where
Like
you're just by yourself with the camera. You have to find food and it's freezing.
yeah.
Anybody watch that show ever?
Alone and Afraid or something?
It's
Oh,
just-
Naked-
this is just
Naked and
called
Afraid
Alone.
or
Not
so-
Naked and Afraid. This is just called Alone. And they drop people in this crazy like tundra.
Nope.
And they each have a camera and you have a satellite phone. And once you use the phone, you're out. Like if you have to
Oh,
use the phone,
get me
you're
outta
out.
here.
But you don't know how long because you're trying to outlast the other people. So you don't know who else. If you are the last one, they're not going to say. Like, okay, another person dropped out. You don't know how many have dropped out until you're the last one if you hold on that long.
Who do you think would be the first to drop out on this show?
Me for sure.
Yeah, you'd be.
You don't even like
I'm
to walk
like,
on grass.
listen, I need a blanket. I need some Purell. I got to take a shower. I miss my kids. I'm out of here. Get me out of here. I'm
Like you said,
tapping
you missed
out.
the shower first, though.
I thought you were going to
My
say
kids.
something else.
Well, I would miss it, but you know you're going to miss your kids because you're going on the
Right.
show. But I think at some point I'd be like, okay, well, the 100,000 sounds nice, but now it's been like too long.
You get paid $100,000?
I'm missing too much.
I'm winning that competition then.
What's that guy, Mr. Beast? I think he's doing a competition right now. Like, he's paying some guy to stay in a grocery store. And if you stay every week, you win a certain amount. The guy's up
to
to
sleep there? All,
Where's he
all day, all
sleep?
night?
He has to stay in the grocery store, and he's up to $500,000.
Wow.
But what's he do for sleep?
I didn't.
You just
click
find
on it. I just
somewhere
heard
to
Mr.
sleep.
Beast talking about
Okay.
it. I didn't
Like,
click
if you
on it.
got
I didn't
caught
turn
in
up
the
to
Is
click
back-
the
on it.
grocery store okay with this? Or
That's what I was
he's
wondering.
like
I don't know.
They
hiding?
set it up.
Because remember,
This dude's loitering for a week.
Organizing.
Yeah,
Reiner,
that's
you
weird.
really did a story years ago about people living in Walmarts.
Yes.
Yes.
And there's
I
a
remember
movie
that.
about that with Natalie Portman. It's called Where the Heart Is, I think it's called. And Ashley Judd's in it. And Natalie Portman was living in the Walmart because she got ditched by her baby daddy.
They open 24
And she
hours
gave
in certain
birth in the Walmart. Because they didn't realize that she was living there because the Walmart it was not a 24-hour Walmart, and she like made a home out of the Walmart, like in the camping section, and then
Yeah.
she had her food and her microwave and all this stuff, and she ended up giving birth in the Walmart.
Oh, my
It's called
God.
Where the Heart Is with Ashley Judd.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, I think
Sounds
it's like
weird.
from the 2000s. But yes, when I was a child, I used to always think it'd be a dream to be locked in the grocery store overnight, like do whatever you want. Because when I was a kid, my mom would never let us buy anything. You know, you got 5 kids hanging onto a cart. No, you can't have this, can't have this. Don't touch that. Don't put that in there. No. I know it's like going to the store with just 3 kids. Imagine 5. How many times do you have to say no?
That's true.
So when I was a kid, I was like, when I grow up, God, I'm going to buy whatever I want in the grocery store. And man, it would be my dream if I could just be left here overnight, do whatever I want.
No, you would
here.
not want that.
Now you want to
because-
stay at a Target because they have grocery stores and the fun stuff.
Target,
Yeah, they have all that fun stuff.
Or the Super Walmart. Or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
I worked at Walgreens when I was 19, and I had to do the overnight shift. They'd lock the door, and we'd have to stock all night, and they'd lock the door at like 10 o'clock when they closed, and they'd open the door at like 6 a.m.
But
so it
somebody
could
had a
not
key,
get
though.
out.
Somebody had a key.
No, I mean, I was locked
Would it be a
in.
fire hazard?
It was
Yeah, that is
me,
a
and then
fire hazard.
sometimes there'd
Well,
be
they
the
have fire
manager in there.
doors. You can push them out, and you can.
Yeah, I
leave.
mean, if I had to, I'm
Fire
sure
exits.
I could go out the back door and set off the alarm, but we'd be locked in and you'd stock all night. It was a great job because
Is that the movie
That's
Career
what I was- that's
Opportunities?
what I was
You just
thinking.
made that your life.
I think Ryan just thought
There was a
That
girl
is. I love that
was
movie.
hiding in the dressing room, and then
Yeah,
you were
that was Jennifer
wearing
Connelly.
a bridal veil with her roller skates.
He's
and you
just
were
roller skating around.
roller skating through the store.
no, we would get the job
Was that
done.
the
in
day
like,
after you went to detention all day on a Saturday with the jock and
oh yeah,
girl with dandruff?
yeah, she's flaking all
Breakfast
over my
Club.
paper.
Yeah.
By the way, people are texting me at 37530 that the show alone I mentioned, it's not 100,000. They do this for $1 million.
Then
$1 million.
I'm staying however long it takes.
But these are survivalists.
I couldn't do that.
Right.
Only survivalists. I say the word survivalists
Could survive.
are contestants.
They know how to start a fire, how to find food. We wouldn't know what to do.
Because somebody just texted, you have to find your own food? Where do tacos even live?
I know.
Where do tacos live?
Yeah, how do I get Uber Eats out there?
That is so cute. Okay, coming up next, a chance for you to be a finalist to go to Austin for the Formula One United States Grand Prix at Circuit of the Americas on October 22nd. That is this weekend, guys. Tiesto is going to be there.
how fun.
And we will make you a finalist. But remember, if you're going to try and win this, you have to be available this weekend because we pull your name on Friday for grand prize. Boom, boom, zoom.
That
You're
might be
going.
that's the worst sounding Formula One vehicle I've ever heard.
That's just an old junker car.
If that's how it sounded.
Sounds like Kevin snoring.
We'll give you a chance to get in that. I have real audio of the Formula One.
Oh yeah, this is great.
I'll talk about it.
You
This is
got to
next
post
scoop.
that.
I will definitely
Post
post
it
it next on the Real and Ryan Show. It's brought to you by Innovative Lasers of Houston. And before we get started with any entertainment news, let me give you a chance to win a pair of passes to Andretti Indoor Karting and Games, which is super fun. And that makes you a finalist for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Tiesto at the Formula One United States Grand Prix at Circuit of the Americas in Austin this weekend. Which means if you try and win these Andretti tickets, know that you have a very good chance of being a winner for this weekend.
Yeah, plan
so
your-
clear your calendar.
Clear it.
It could be happening for you. Caller 10-713-390-KRBE. That's 5723. It's very
Tiesto's fun too.
Oh yeah,
We've
We
given-
were in Vegas when he was playing
Yep,
that
that's a
outdoor
show.
We
I
gave
mean,
away Trip. Some listeners, remember they sent photos when they were at
Yes.
Yep,
Tiesto.
yep,
They
yep.
got to hang
Yeah.
out with them and stuff.
Yeah.
Let me
He's awesome.
let me also point you out to my Instagram at Radio Rula. I just posted a video that my husband took of me when I first had my surgery.
funny.
3 months ago today. 3 months ago today was my surgery on my ankle fusion surgery, which had me at home up until yesterday. And I got the clear to drive. So I'm here, baby. I'm in studio today. Yay. But it was my first days after the surgery, and I couldn't walk on it for weeks and weeks and weeks. And so I had a scooter, and I'm trying to go around the kitchen in the scooter. And
It's
I did
around
not
the
realize
island,
it's
okay?
around
So
the
you know how a kitchen has an island, and she's just going around it on her scooter.
You just have to watch it. Just watch it.
Just listen
so
to the sound
funny.
effect.
You hear that?
But I'm definitely not
So if
going
you're going that
fast.
fast driving now, a cop pulls you over, you can say, "Sorry, officer, I have a lead foot."
Yeah, literally.
I have lead foot. I do have a lead
And
foot.
then you can show them. It might work.
So funny.
'Cause they're
It's
sick of seeing women
here's
fake
a picture.
cry.
Here's a picture of all the bolts in my foot,
Yeah, do
sir.
that. Try
it's
it.
a little heavier than I'm used to. It's my first day driving.
Man, that's what you do.
Thanks for the excuse, Eric. I like that.
They don't want to hear you crying.
God, no,
Very
you.
nice.
The way you drive, you need a lot of those excuses.
True. I like to keep moving. I don't like to stay in one place. All right. So big news today about what happened and what dropped yesterday. Britney Spears has a new book coming out. And in the book, she reveals that back when she was dating Justin Timberlake in the height of both of their hysteria, mania, and all the crazy popularity and chaos of NSYNC and Britney and Justin and Britney being a couple, that she found out she was pregnant and she was pushed to eliminate that.
What year was this?
She doesn't say if it was 99 or 2000.
I'm sure in the book it'll tell more. These
Yeah.
are just like excerpts that they're just.
And listen, this is a huge story. There's a huge statement to make. And Justin Timberlake's reps Justin Timberlake himself. Nothing has come from that side yet. And a lot of people are, it's a sad story if that is true. And there are a lot of people that, are on both sides of this story, like take it with a grain of salt or take it lightly or tread lightly with your comments because you never want to discount that somebody's story is true. However, you also, I don't know what's going on with Britney lately in her social media. People are worried about her again, about her mental health.
Some troubling things.
Soon after this experience, she said that she had to get the conservatorship with her dad, who then, as we all know, that was very dramatic to get out of the conservatorship where she was being controlled. And it's just, there's a lot of moving parts to this story. So that's what you might see a lot of today.
Fair for Britney fans to troll Justin.
JT, you don't know.
Attack him because
you don't know the whole story.
No, you're just going by an excerpt. You don't. At least read the book, and then even then you shouldn't attack
but
him.
But people are quick to have a reaction. How many people will just see a headline of a story? They don't even click on the story. They just see the headline. They've immediately fired off some kind of an angry response on social media, and it's like, you don't really know. No, nobody knows what happens behind closed doors in a relationship.
Even sports, True. Like Jose Abreu from the Astros. He had a terrible first couple months, but he was injured. His back was hurting. He's finally back to normal, and now he's doing well.
Home runs.
But you got a bunch of idiots to sit on their couch. This guy sucks, and you
armchair
losers.
Coaching, yeah.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, tonight is game 3. We better take game 3, friends, or it's going to look grim. However, back in 2020, we went down 3-0 against the Tampa Bay Rays. We pushed it to a game 7.
Yeah.
We didn't win because we needed more pitching. However, it was pretty exciting when they won 3 straight. And they charged back to force a game 7, and we've been in the ALCS 7 times.
We can make history tonight because this series, because no team has lost the first 2 at home and come back and won. So
we could be the first.
We can be the first.
What's up with Minute Maid Park? Is there something going on with the air in there?
We need to change the name.
Why can't we win in there?
Game 6, we need to call it Globe Life. Like make it.
Make it the opposite
them feel like
field.
they're in an away game.
Yeah,
and then they'll win.
They did that when the Rockets played San Antonio. The Compact Center, because nobody could win at home back in the 90s. So they made it look like the Alamo Dome. They put the sign up there. My wife was telling me about it.
Oh, funny.
Yeah, because every team, the home team, lost every game until the last game, and then the Rockets
I know that.
We have not had the best of luck at Minute Maid Park, although it was exciting to win Game 6 of the World Series there last year. It was nice to win at home.
It was
first team in like 5 years to win on their home field. Because, everybody else was celebrating at our field except us.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Rula and Ryan Show on KRBE with what's going down in H-Town.
It is brought to you by Duncan. There is a recent study out of the nation's 200 most populated cities, and they ranked Houston number 9 in the United States for
what?
Naked gardening.
I guess the weather. You're so hot here. You get sweaty.
Right.
Yeah. They based their rankings on the nudist population and exposure laws, garden friendliness, weather forecast, and access to waxing salons.
Access to waxing salons is what determines if you're naked gardening?
These are all the criteria.
I feel you do want clothes to collect the sweat though.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to garden naked.
Yeah,
Armbands.
that's really dirty.
Oh, headband, by all means.
Potting soil in
Yes.
places it shouldn't be. Nobody wants that.
I don't think I'd like
fire
that.
ants. Ooh.
Oh, God, no. Yeah, you don't want to be
Mosquitoes?
naked gardening doing that. Anyhow, we're right up there. We're
Top 10.
Nah, there you go. We're
Naked
winning
gardening,
something there.
who knows?
All right,
Yeah,
hey, I
who
want to
knew?
tell you guys about something really cool. The Ugly Christmas Sweater musical. It's a brand new, hilarious, interactive musical. It's really, really amazing. This is where you can take your date. You can have so much fun. They say you can actually bring the kids, but it'll probably go over their head. This is mainly just kind of targeted for, going out and having a good time. Put on your ugly Christmas
date night
sweater.
with
It's
friends.
a great date night. They say it's like, it's a comedy. It blends like The Office.
It's a musical.
Meets Project Runway.
Okay.
You're going to hear all the Christmas classics. And I'll tell you what, we're going to have a pair of tickets to that.
Coming up next for the Rapid Fire Quiz. It's actually a 4-pack of tickets.
Yeah.
4-pack of tickets to see Theater Under the Stars, the Ugly Christmas Sweater musical. And we've got 4 contestants that we need to stand by at 713-390-KRBE for the Rapid Fire Quiz. I'm in studio today. Maybe it'll bring me some luck.
Yeah.
I think so.
Since I've been
You haven't won since
working from
July.
home.
And the slate is
I know.
clear, so it's going to be Rula, Eric, Kevin, and Sam.
Okay, let's
do
see
it.
who's going to take the Rapid Fire Quiz next on the Rule and Ryan Show.